Have you ever wondered what secrets lie buried in the sands of time? Imagine holding an object so mysterious that even with all our modern technology, we still can't explain how it was made. Now picture discovering that this object is over 2,000 years old. This isn't science fiction. These are real artifacts that continue to baffle experts and challenge everything we thought we knew about ancient civilizations. Today, we're counting down the 15 most mysterious artifacts ever discovered, and trust me, by the time we get to number 1, you'll question everything you thought you knew about human history. Before we dive into these mind-bending discoveries, let me tell you something fascinating. Each of these artifacts doesn't just raise questions, they actively contradict what we thought was possible in their time. And wait until you see number 1. It's so controversial that some scientists refuse to even study it. But let's start with number 15, and I promise you, even this first one will leave you questioning reality. Coming in at number 15, we have the Baghdad Battery. Picture this. You're an archaeologist in 1938 Iraq, and you've just found what appears to be an ancient battery. That's right, a battery. These mysterious clay pots, containing copper cylinders and iron rods, date back over 2,000 years. When filled with vinegar or any acidic liquid, they produce an electric current. The real mystery isn't just how they work, it's why they exist in the first place. Some researchers suggest they were used for electroplating jewelry, while others propose they were used for pain relief in ancient medical procedures. But if you think that's impressive, wait until you see what they discovered in Greece. Number 14 brings us to the Antikythera Mechanism, often called the world's first computer. When divers found it in 1901, it looked like nothing more than a corroded chunk of metal, but inside was something that would change our understanding of ancient technology forever. This 2,000-year-old device could predict astronomical events with incredible precision, using a complex system of at least 30 gears. Think about that. While Europe was still in the Dark Ages, someone had already created a mechanical computer. The level of mathematical and engineering knowledge required to build this device wouldn't be seen again for another 1,000 years. Speaking of technology that shouldn't exist, number 13 on our list is the Dropa Stones. Hidden in the mountains between Tibet and China, these stones tell a story so incredible that most archaeologists dismissed them outright. That is, until they took a closer look under an electron microscope. These discs contain microscopic hieroglyphs so small they can only be seen with magnification, a feat that would be challenging even with modern technology. For number 12, we have the Roman Dodecahedron, and this is where things get really interesting. Imagine finding over 100 identical objects across Europe, each perfectly crafted, yet having absolutely no historical record of what they were used for. These bronze artifacts have 12 sides with perfect holes of varying sizes. Some suggest they were weapons, others claim they were astronomical tools, but the latest theory suggests they might have been ancient knitting tools for making gloves, though this doesn't explain why they were found in such important Roman sites. Number 11 brings us to the Voynich Manuscript, a book so mysterious that even modern AI can't crack its code. Written in an unknown language, filled with strange illustrations of unidentifiable plants and astronomical diagrams, this 15th century book has stumped every code breaker who's tried to read it. But recent discoveries suggest we might have been looking at it all wrong. What if it's not a code at all, but something far more extraordinary? Now, at number 10, we have the Piri Reis Map, and this is where our story takes an unexpected turn. In 1513, a Turkish admiral drew a map showing Antarctica, centuries before it was officially discovered. But here's the truly impossible part. The map shows Antarctica without ice, matching modern geological surveys of the continent under the ice sheets. How could anyone know what Antarctica looked like under miles of ice 500 years ago? Number 9 on our list is the Nazca Lines, and they're not just mysterious. They're massive. These enormous drawings in the Peruvian desert are only visible from the sky, created by a civilization that had no way to fly. But new research suggests these weren't meant to be seen from above at all. Their true purpose might be linked to ancient water rituals, and the latest satellite imagery has revealed previously unknown patterns that completely change our understanding of these enigmatic designs. At number 8, we have the Saqqara Bird. Found in an Egyptian tomb from 200 BC, this small wooden carving looks remarkably like a modern airplane, complete with wings and a vertical tail fin. When modern engineers tested a replica, they discovered it was aerodynamically sound. But how could ancient Egyptians have understood principles of flight thousands of years before the Wright brothers? Moving to number 7, we have the Shroud of Turin, possibly the most studied artifact in human history. The image on the shroud isn't painted or drawn. It's literally burned into the fabric at a microscopic level, showing negative photographic properties that weren't discovered until the 19th century. And in 2022, researchers made a discovery about the blood patterns that challenged everything we thought we knew about its origins. Number 6 brings us to the Phaistos Disc, a 4,000-year-old message we still can't read. Unlike other ancient languages, this one appears only once in history. Never before, never again. Recent analysis suggests it might be something far more significant than just writing, possibly an ancient calendar or star map that could rewrite our understanding of Bronze Age astronomy. As we enter our top 5, we come to the Antikythera Statue. Not to be confused with the mechanism found at the same site, this bronze statue challenges everything we know about ancient metallurgy. The techniques used to create it wouldn't be invented for another 1,800 years. The level of detail and the method of casting suggest knowledge that was supposedly lost to time. Number 4 on our list is the Baigong Pipes. High in the mountains of China, investigators found something impossible: a complex network of metal pipes embedded in rock dated to 150,000 years ago. Recent analysis revealed these pipes contain material that couldn't have been manufactured by any known ancient civilization. Some researchers suggest they might not be man-made at all, but if they're natural, they defy all known geological processes. At number 3, we have the London Hammer, a modern-looking hammer embedded in 400-million-year-old rock. Scientists said it couldn't exist until they dated both the hammer and the rock. The hammer's metal shows an impossible purity level and composition that can't be replicated even with modern technology. This discovery forces us to question everything we thought we knew about human history and technological development. Number 2 brings us to the Ubaid Lizard Figures. These 7,000-year-old figurines from Iraq show something disturbing: humanoid figures with lizard-like features. But it's not their appearance that's the most shocking part. It's what modern DNA analysis revealed about the soil samples found with them. The organic material contains genetic sequences that don't match any known species, ancient or modern. Finally, we've reached number 1, the genetic disc. This artifact is so controversial that most museums won't even display it. Discovered in Colombia, this stone disc appears to show detailed genetic and biological information that wouldn't be discovered until the 20th century. But recent analysis suggests something even more impossible. The information encoded on it might be more advanced than our current understanding of genetics. The disc shows cellular structures and DNA patterns that weren't confirmed by science until the 1960s, yet it's been dated to over 6,000 years old. These artifacts don't just challenge our understanding of history, they force us to question everything we think we know about human civilization. But here's the thing: new discoveries are being made every day. In fact, I'm already working on a video about a recently discovered artifact that makes everything we just discussed look ordinary in comparison. If you want to see that video first, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And let me know in the comments, which of these artifacts do you think is the most impossible to explain? I read every comment, and I'll be sharing some mind-blowing details about the most discussed artifact in next week's video. And if you thought these artifacts were incredible, wait until you see what they just discovered in Egypt. Click the video on your screen now to find out.